Crypto is not falling because it is failing. It is falling because it is carrying something. Something massive. Something no one on mainstream financial news will ever admit while it's happening. Because behind every red candle, behind every sudden drop, behind every unexplained downturn, the global financial system is pushing its oldest problem into its newest rails. That problem is debt. Not just personal debt, not just corporate debt, but the impossible, unmanageable, mathematically unpayable pile of liabilities the world has created over the last 50 years. Sovereign debt, municipal debt, structured debt, derivatives, synthetic debt, hidden balance sheet losses, the full weight of a collapsing system. And for the first time in history, that debt can be digitized, wrapped, and moved at the speed of blockchain. This is the story no one is telling. Crypto is not dropping despite adoption. It's dropping because adoption is happening. When governments, banks, and megafunds tokenize debt, they're not tokenizing wealth. They're not uploading value. They're uploading negative value, liabilities, instruments that demand repayment, instruments that pull on liquidity rather than provide it. Blockchains don't treat debt differently from assets. They don't distinguish positive from negative value. They simply record whatever you tokenize. So when trillions in liabilities start migrating onto rails like XRP, XLM, XDC, ETH L2s, or private institutional chains, the entire system feels the weight. This is why price and adoption have disconnected. Utility is rising. Rails are expanding. Tokenization is accelerating. Institutional infrastructure is exploding. ETF flows are increasing. Banks are lining up to use blockchain settlement. And yet, prices fall. Because value is not being added and it's being absorbed. Debt entering the rails acts like a vacuum. It pulls in liquidity. It tightens collateral. It forces repricing. It drains open market liquidity as institutions quietly move negative value products across new settlement layers. This is the hidden compression phase. The same reason XRP can break records in transactions. See exchange supply dry up to 20-month lows. Watch institutional inflows surge. Have whales reposition billions. Watch banks establish pilot corridors and still bleed in price. Because the market isn't reacting to hype. It's reacting to what's flowing through the pipes. Every negative value instrument that hits the chain must be balanced. Every liability tokenized affects risk modeling. Every debt packet migrated stresses liquidity pools. And here's the twist. The system needs low volatility and stable costs while this transfer happens. A mooning token breaks settlement. A collapsing token spooks institutions. They need controlled compression, steady pressure locking rails into place until the system is fully migrated. So prices fall, not because crypto is weak, but because crypto is being loaded, carrying the weight of old world liabilities while becoming the backbone of the new world system. Once the heavy migration phase ends, when the debts are wrapped, indexed, and positioned within a new tokenized framework, the rails are no longer the absorber. They become the distributor. Liquidity flows reverse. Positive value tokenization overtakes negative value migration. That's when everything changes. Until then, what you're seeing today is not a crash, not a failed bull run, not manipulation without purpose. It's the quiet, intentional, structural compression that happens when the old system pushes its sickness into the new one before the new system takes control. Most analysts will miss this. Retail will never understand it until after it happens. But LTL calls it early. Crypto isn't falling in spite of adoption. It's falling because adoption is finally happening at the deepest level. This is the hidden drain beneath the market. This is the weight no one sees. This is the phase before ignition in the new financial era. LTL Productions and bringing you the truth behind the new rails of the world.